Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Random Encounters. Go there, they go. Bunch of jackasses.
He counted it down. Is it
All right. Welcome back to Random Encounters Guild. It's Sunday night, which means I have to deal with the Four Stooges.
Yeah.
We're back this evening with more Alien, the role-playing game. We're playing Chariot of the Gods, the starter set cinematic adventure that they put out when they first released the game, which of course now they're coming out with a new. They're being very vague about if it's a second edition. They don't want to call it second edition, but they're calling it. I think they're calling it expanded rules or something like that. But it's second edition. But that's actually, I think it's in Kickstarter right now. But yeah, we're having a lot of fun with it. I don't want to waste too much time here, considering the position we're in, where we left off. I'm Scott. I run things here at the Random Encounters Guild. We play a lot of games with a lot of cool people, and sometimes people like these four. And if you would like to join us, you can. Of course, once we go live, my stream deck stopped working for some reason. You can join us there, but
This is our April Fool's episode. That's why we did it.
yeah, tonight I'm joined by Quasi, Bryce, Dylan, and Davis. They are my crew. We'll go through their stuff at the end of the session. So where we left off last week, Cham and Davis had made the decision to go back to the Montero for weapons, and Cham needed to resupply his air. And they got onto the Montero, and the cargo looked to be in working order. Everything was as they left it. They took their helmets off. Cham took his air supply off and plugged it up. I don't remember, Davis. Did you went upstairs? You climbed up, correct?
I am currently up with. I had just gotten to the top of the ladder when Mother said the thing, so I'm technically up
Okay.
there with the med lab and galley and stuff. I think.
So yeah, and they were bebopping around on the Montero, getting things together. Meanwhile, Rye had found the android Ava in the wet closet, and had pulled their chip out and like completely shut them down, and was working on repairing them and bringing them back up, because they were functioning enough to move about, but they weren't functioning enough to speak. They had been damaged on the neck here, and Kevin, and it had caused enough damage where they were malfunctioning, but they had been wandering around the ship for the last 76 years. And so Rye had pulled the chip out of behind their right ear and pulled the disc out and pocketed it, and started working on the repairs. And had been working on them for, I don't know, about an hour maybe. and things have been going on up in the bridge, and they've been communicating back and forth. And Wilson decided that there wasn't anything that he could do in the bridge. Captain Miller was attempting to work on the pilot's deck. Whether or not she was doing anything of any success is still remains to be seen. But Wilson decided there wasn't much he could do, but he felt like he could help Rye with this android. So he snuck off down to the water closet and was holding the flashlight for Rye. And about that time, Mother came up. Your mother from the Montero came up over everybody's comms at the exact same time. There was a burst of static, and Mother says, displacement drive malfunction, cascade failure imminent, fission reactor overload in 10 minus 10 minutes. First thing that needs to happen is all 4 of you, or all 5 of you actually, I don't remember, did we do hearing this causes a point of stress?
Yeah, we all got a point of stress.
We did it at the end of the episode?
Yeah.
I was about to say we didn't do it, but then I remembered adding it to Miller's character sheet. Because I was about to say even Miller gets it. So you guys hear this, immediately take a point of stress, and the way I've got this set up, I've told you guys going in, I want to tell people watching, I'm going to set a 10-minute countdown. It's going to be on the OBS stream, and I've got it set to 50%, so it's running at half speed, but 10 minutes is going to go by, and that's where the Montero explodes. I can't stop it. If I stop it, it resets. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to maybe come up with something, or at least begin to strategize something. Although, like I said, the point of this exercise is that it's supposed to be a shock, and you got to hurry and rush. But doing this online, it kind of is different. If we were doing this at a table, I wouldn't allow this. But I'm going to give you guys, like 2 minutes. So, in 10 minutes, the Montero is going to explode. It is not the cargo that you're hauling that's going to explode. It's the fission reactors in the ship. Because I'm such a good guy, I want to remind you of what you have on the Montero. And go.
Oh, go.
Go.
All right. Over all comms, Cham, get your suit back on. Nobody else get on the ship if possible. I think me and him can handle this. Any other thoughts?
Wilson, come meet me upstairs at the
Wilson is with you in the bathroom.
I'm with you.
Oh, sorry, that's right. You're holding and you smell like piss.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go up the stairs to where's the entrance to the ship? Is it up a floor? Is it deck A?
Yeah, you're on the second deck, so you would have to go up the deck and then up to the front of the ship and then up that ladder to the airlock.
Okay, we need to go towards the airlock. We don't need to get on, but we need to be near it because wait, where are the entry ports to the Cronus? Is that up on deck A, or is the entry ports
it's at the top. It's in deck A where you're connected is at the top. The umbilical coming from the Montero to the Cronus is at the top. Now, Davis did the fly around.
Okay.
You know that the vehicle bay is open.
Yeah.
To space.
And that's where
that there's like a big huge door with a ramp that vehicles are meant to drive down. That is open.
Okay.
You also know that the science lab was ejected, but there's airlocks there that, there's doors. But you know that the door to the vehicle bay is just open.
Okay.
Is it our ship or the Cronus?
No, the Cronus.
Okay.
Your ship is sealed up. Your ship is fine. Except
we
for
should probably
that's
go to the
about to
vehicle. We
explode.
should probably go to where the vehicles are in the open.
Yeah, so we need
Right.
to go towards the vehicle bay, right? That would be
Yeah, the
probably the
open
best
area.
chance.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and
We're gonna
go
hustle.
to the vehicle bay then.
So,
Does Wilson? Do you have any weapons on you?
I have a. I thought I had the torch.
You're the fireman's axe. Cham has the torch, I think, right now. Unless y'all swapped back.
we know what's
The electric baton is the fireman's axe. Who has the electric baton?
I have the cutting
Yeah.
torch.
Okay.
Cham
Okay,
has
you have the
Cham has the axe.
Then I do not.
Yeah, Wilson does not have anything. No.
Okay, Wilson. Wilson, what does your close combat look like?
It's not. I don't think it's bad. Let me check.
It's probably going to be better than mine. Here, take the cutting torch.
It's 0 actually.
Oh, never mind. I'll keep the I'll keep the close combat then. Never mind. Here, take the motion tracker just in case.
Okay, I have Comtech. I do have Comtech, which helps with motion tracker, right?
No. Motion tracker is just hitting a button. and-
Oh, I do that.
and
I got it.
The problem with the motion tracker is every time you use it, it could drain the battery. But
Got it.
Well, I'm certainly glad I put that
You
in.
don't need to have Comtech to use it. It's like just hitting a button and it senses movement.
Well, I'm certainly glad I put my EXP point on close combat, or else we'd be screwed on this.
Yep.
All right, here, take the motion tracker. I'm
Um,
giving Wilson the motion tracker, handing it to him, and we're booking it to the vehicle bay.
so we heard what was failing. About how long would it take me to run to see, like, in person, like what, like, basically get an eye on what's failing to see if there is any chance that it's fixable. How long would it take me to get there?
I mean, a minute. I mean, the Montero's not a big ship. It's not like a massive ship. So, and you know it like the back of your hand, so you know exactly where to go. But you also know that you're like, however long it takes you to get there is going to take you that long to get back.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah.
But you could totally get to it in a couple of minutes.
Just trying to.
And I've learned that we've everything that we work on is either taking 4 hours or 8 hours, and we have 10 minutes. So
I'm just
take that
like
into account too.
my thought process is that maybe there's an override. Maybe it's just a system error. I don't know, but it's one of those things where it's like I feel like my character would want to check, but also, where would be the cargo bay or whatever? We need to get that power.
There's not on the Montero map. There's not a cargo bay. It is directly underneath, like what you see on deck A there. The cargo bay is just a huge open area underneath all of that, like
Okay.
underneath the med lab and cryo and the galley. It's just a big open space underneath, and deck B.
All right. In that case, I'm my helmet's still probably charging. Is there another suit that I can grab that has full air, or do I need to just grab mine?
Nope, you had enough suits for everybody on the ship, so no.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my. I'm gonna grab my helmet, even though it's not done charging.
Okay.
Since we're on open comms, our basically our characters can like say that like clear comms. Let's talk about what's about to happen.
All right. I know that the vehicle bay is open. Cham, disconnect the umbilical. You and me are gonna have to spacewalk out of here, and I'm gonna have to pilot us over to the vehicle bay.
Again, warning number 2. What do you have on the Montero?
Power loader. And grapple gun.
We're
And-
missing something.
Mother?
Are you talking about our precious cargo?
It deals with the cargo. And like coming over comms, like since we're doing this, you guys are doing this in a role playing kind of way. So coming over comms, Miller is like, get as much of the cargo as you can. That's all. If we don't deliver that cargo, we don't get paid.
We'll do what we can.
As I immediately Sham snaps back, which is like normally he tries to not do that, especially with the captain and the corpo, even though like he doesn't really like the corpo. But snaps back immediately, like at this point, we don't get paid if we don't come back alive. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, okay. This is
We need to get this. If anything, at this point, we need to get this power loader over to the Krona. That's my highest priority, and ejecting this ship somewhere away from us into space.
What are you guys calling the
All right,
power
we
loader?
the power loader is the cargo stored on the power loader.
No.
No, the cargo is not stored on the power loader. The power loader is what I was talking about. Is
The-
Daisy.
Daisy.
It is just a
Okay.
flatbed with a control panel. It is meant to transport. Like when you guys get it to your destination, you would load it onto the power loader and then drive it off and unload it, and then come back and get another load and drive it off and unload it. But it's a glorified forklift, but it does have propulsion. It will move in a direction in space. So what I'm telling you is the two of you have the option. Here are your options. Fly the Montero away and get on Daisy. While you're flying away, like while Davis is flying the Montero away, Cham is frantically trying to load some cargo onto Daisy. And then you fly Daisy back to the Cronus. Or set a cruise control, set an autopilot, or as far away as you can get, as fast as you can get back to the Montero, like just like either spacewalk or whatever you have to do to get back to the Montero, and let it go. Those are your two options. You can either try to save some of it and possibly go down with the ship, or just set an autopilot, and while you're close to the Cronus, you can just jump across and you're good. That's your choice.
All
And
right.
I'm about to start. We've gone way over 2 minutes. I'm about to start.
Yep.
the countdown.
No, I don't think we've even. I think it's been like a minute.
No, dude. It's been way more than 2 minutes.
It has.
Um,
All right. If that's the case, that's kind of
Quasi
where our
still here?
characters. Huh?
Is Quasi still here? I don't
No,
see
his
him.
internet dropped. Should be back very shortly. The
classic
8 o'clock
quasi
internet drop.
dropout.
Can't wait till he gets fired.
So yeah, that being the case, okay, so what I got from Davis and Rye or from Wilson and Rye, is they're going to try to make their way to down below to the vehicle bay, which is 2 decks down. You're currently on deck B. Vehicle bay is on deck D. So you're gonna have to get down to deck C and then down again.
I'm on deck A currently, which is unfortunate.
You're on the Montero. You're on a completely different ship.
Oh, them. Okay.
I'm talking about the two of them.
Sorry.
They're starting to make their way to the vehicle bay so they can be there, like in case something goes on with you guys, and that's where you need to come in. Now, if you're not going to try to drive Daisy, there's no need for that. If you're just going to set an autopilot and then just spacewalk across while you're close, there's no need for them to go to the vehicle bay because you can make it back to the airlock. But this is up to you guys at this point. Like, you have to decide autopilot and safety, or fly and save some of the cargo, which is highly valuable. And Rye and Miller both are like, that's their motivation, is we got to get that payday.
All right. Boys back. Welcome back.
Yep. Thanks.
All right. In that case, since we've kind of, I guess our characters have come up with, like, we'll just say internally, like, our characters have kind of come up with those two options as like what our go-to plan would be. In this, basically, since the comms already open, Sham is just gonna make sure everybody's included. Like, right now, my plan is to get the power loader and find a way to get that to the Chronos. Chrona. I forgot the name here in this moment, but my plan is to get the power loader over there. We need you guys to maybe, I guess, get to what'd you guys call that? The
Vehicle bay.
Vehicle bay. You guys can get to the vehicle bay. We're gonna try to get to that. Davis, I'm assuming you're somewhere a little further into the ship. Maybe we set this thing to autopilot and let it take off.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to get us to the vehicle bay first, so I'm gonna have to pilot it first. If I said autopilot, we have to leave now.
We can. Daisy has like thrusters and stuff.
I know what I'm saying though is I have to physically pilot it to match up with the bay, vehicle bay.
What we're saying is that you don't. We can set it to autopilot, let it take off. We basically jump off of the ship, and then use Daisy
get
to
on
direct
Daisy and
ourselves
fly
to the
it
vehicle bay.
back to the Cronus.
Does the
It
grappling
has
gun have a
control.
far
You
enough
can
shot?
control it and make it go where you want to go.
Yeah.
It's just a glorified forklift, is all it is. But
Alright.
it has propulsion, and you can fly it in space.
Briefly.
Yeah. And it's not going to save all of the cargo. It's only going to save some of it, but some of it is better than none. Or you can set the autopilot and spacewalk over and just let the cargo go.
Would the cargo currently be in the same location as the loader, as Daisy?
Yes.
So I have so I do have an option to. I have got.
And it's in the same location you are. Like, you're in the cargo bay.
Okay.
Davis climbed up,
Did
but
I
you're
try to
still
stay?
down there in the cargo bay.
All
So
right.
you could load it onto Daisy. You could load several barrels onto Daisy while you're flying away, but then you've got to get on Daisy and get back across before the explosion.
Okay.
There's a bunch of factors here, and it's a risk. No matter what you do, it's a risk.
All right.
Oh, do we? Guess it would help if I joined the campaign again.
Joel, what I was telling them while you were gone is if they decide to spacewalk over, if they just set an autopilot and spacewalk over, there's no reason for you guys to go to the vehicle bay. But they need to vocalize what they're going to do. And I'm starting the countdown. I'm starting it in
That's what I was about to
10
ask.
seconds.
I was like
So-
trying to
10,
hold, not do stuff.
9,
So we don't need to help them
8,
guide or anything.
No.
No.
7,
Okay.
6, 5.
All right, at this point, I'm in contact with all but Cham. I'm getting ready to start it because we don't need outside chatter for this.
2, 1.
We
Countdown
also
is
need to know
started.
if y'all make it alive or not.
All right, after I go, okay, Cham, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to start. You need to undo the umbilical no matter what. That's something we got to start out with. Make sure you have the grapple gun. We might need it.
Copy that.
I am also secretly stopping in the med lab to grab the drugs.
Copy that, Davis. I'm gonna open the comms back to the other ship. All right, you guys can get to the vehicle bay if you want. What our plan is right now is we're gonna get the loader. I'm against all of my ideas and all of what I want to do. I'm gonna try to load up some of our cargo onto the loader, and we're going to spacewalk the loader over to y'all's ship. We're gonna send our current ship out into deep space, and so it's not our problem anymore.
Okay, copy that. Do
We'll
you
get it
need me
ready.
and Wilson to do anything?
This would be I guess more of a DM question. The plan, I think what we're probably gonna actually know it. I'll open it back up with Davis, just Davis, since we're on the same ship. All right, you're the pilot here. What do you think is our best course of action? I'm kind of thinking we just autopilot set, leave the ship, and let it take off.
Our best course of action right now is for you to leave the ship right now afterwards, and I will find a way to get back. If you got to take the power loader, you got to take the power loader, but at least one of us is okay.
Well, that's the thing here. We can both be just fine if you set the autopilot.
I can. I got to get there first, and you got to undo the umbilical.
We'll get there faster.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna get there faster. If you're gonna take the power loader, if we're gonna take the power loader after you undo the umbilical, you need to go and start loading up the power loader, and I will try to get there as fast as I can. I'm going to start the ship going the other direction, so we are going to have to move as fast as possible. Once this ship is in movement, our chances of getting back to the Cronus are getting slimmer and slimmer.
I'll look up at Wilson. Wilson, is anything going to happen to Mother once this ship blows up? Do you know? Will our version of Mother be like destroyed if the ship goes with it?
Yeah, she's embedded in that ship.
We need to voice back to Davis and try and get them to get Mother off that ship so we can bring it to Cronus over here and see if we can get it downloaded to keep it up to date.
I don't think it's possible.
It's not. So okay. So we're up Crap Creek without a paddle. Never mind.
Cronus has a mother. It's just an older version. It's
That's
an
fine.
older generation of theory.
I'll open up comms to everyone then, because I'm assuming. Well, never mind. I'm just gonna assume that you kind of radioed that to everyone, or I was like in the conversation.
We got closed off channel. I was just talking to Wilson.
No,
Yeah.
he opened it back up for you too.
Close off then. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm going straight to the loader, and I'm gonna start loading barrels of the whatever unobtainium item we have onto the loader.
All right. I guess I need to roll for grabbing drugs and then moving the ship.
And I guess me
No,
and
you don't-
Quasi
You don't
will
have to
just
roll. You
make sure
can.
nothing's in the way.
Do I need to make some rolls for how much of this stuff I've loaded onto the loader?
That's what I'm looking up right now, just to see what it says.
What's up?
Jam, did you grab the grapple gun like I suggested?
It'd be down here, so I'd grab it when
Okay.
it'd be in the cargo bay with me, or whatever this is. I don't remember if we called it the cargo bay on this ship because it's a little bit smaller.
I guess technically, now I'm looking at it. Oh, that is my character sheet. I would have been. Oh, how do I? Why is it doing it like that? Why can I not freely move my token? Because I would have come up on this ladder, wouldn't I have?
Sure.
So, Bryce, are you going to do the uncouple before you start loading, Daisy?
No.
Yes. We can't move until you do that.
Yeah. If you're linked to the Cronus, you're linked to it.
Yeah, the problem is that it's going to be harder for us to get to the other ship as soon as we take off, but I guess we have no options. Yeah, I'll undo
the umbilical is not an option either way. You're not walking across the umbilical. You're either spacewalking or riding Daisy.
All right, I'm undoing the umbilical. And I'll radio that to the crew. So letting y'all know, the umbilical is being undone. We are no longer tethered to you guys.
Okay. So
I was going to see if
you
that was something we could
can
do on our end. but-
give
okay.
me a Sham. Give me a. Let's go with a. Let's go with a stamina roll.
Stamina.
Yeah. Oh, that's under strength, so it's your strength.
Uh-oh.
Oof. Panic roll. Keep track of that. You made a panic roll, so that's
Hey, experience point.
that's an XP for you. Should you live? Your stress level has gone up by 1. You've got a nervous twitch, but nobody is around you, so nobody else took any stress.
Now it's done.
So, but you do now have 3 stress. But
Okay.
yeah, you get. I would say you get like you start moving barrels, and it's like you have to be careful. They're very volatile. You can't just like grab them and roll them across the floor. You've got to be gingerly. You got to kind of move them around. But you get a few. I mean, I'll say. No, that ain't good. Let's do that again. Oh, that's not good either.
Oh boy. I mean, I did technically fail.
There we go. I'm happy with that. The first roll was 1. The second roll was 10. Neither one of those are options. So, but you get 6. You get 6 barrels loaded onto Daisy.
Let's go.
And you guys don't see my.
Out of the 72, we got 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got to think this is 10 minutes. I mean, we're at 6.5 minutes right now.
Yeah.
Crunch time.
All right.
So
I'm gonna also.
Cham is loading these 6 barrels onto Daisy. Davis stops at the med bay on his way to the bridge and just like scoops whatever's in the first aid kit, anything he sees, just scoops them into his bag, and then hustles up to the bridge.
All right. Oh, that's a big diamond.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
Can I send us in the direction of, like, the opposite direction of where we? But I guess the way I'm putting it is, whichever direction the vehicle bay is facing, I want to send the ship the opposite direction to the vehicle bay. That way, when we leave the ship, we can go straight. We can see the vehicle bay.
I mean, the vehicle bay is on the back side of the Cronus. You're nose to nose, like you're both pointed in the same direction. So if you want the Montero to come around, you're going to have it unhook and go forward, and then come around and go all the way around the ship, and then come out the backside of the Montero and enter the backside of the Cronus. Or you can just tell it to go.
Screw it. I'm not gonna tell it to go. Okay, I'm gonna immediately Cham as fast as we can go, or mid speed, because once we start moving, we're moving.
We can control a little bit. We've got thrusters on Daisy, so like
As fast as we can go.
let's get this ship rolling, and we're gonna use Daisy to get back.
All right, I set autopilot to go as fast as we can go in the direction we're facing. For do I have to have a specific amount? Like give you a specific amount?
No,
Okay,
no,
then
you're
yeah, I
just
just-
telling it to go.
At that point,
Yeah.
Straight ahead.
Just set the gas to 100.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going
Yeah.
autopilot, set gas to 100, and booking it back downstairs.
All right, so yeah, the propulsion fires up, engines come up online, and Mother comes up and says 5 minutes, T-minus 5 minutes, and the ship starts moving. The Montero starts moving away, and Davis runs out of the bridge, and like does the classic, grabs the side of the ladder and slides down instead of each rung,
Right.
and jumps jumps down. Cham has been frantically loading a few barrels onto Daisy.
If he hasn't grabbed it already, I'm grabbing the grapple gun. If you can put that in my inventory. Actually, I think the ship's inventory is still out.
I would have grabbed the grapple gun.
Okay, you have it.
Put it like on the loader.
All right, then yeah. Then in that case, I go straight to Cham.
All right, and I would even say like maybe like one of the last two barrels that get loaded is you grabbing one as you run by, and
okay. So I was like, because we were calling it the same thing. I was like, let me make sure because I feel like these are two different things. Daisy, the cargo lifter, is not the power loader, correct? The power loader is the exosuit thing, right? Do I remember that correctly?
No, I mean,
because I just happened to notice the other cargo.
Oh yeah, the power loader is the exosuit.
But Daisy though is the flatbed cargo. That's the one that's like a little like floating. That's the one we can use to like fly.
Yes.
Okay, so then in that case, I would have gotten as many like the barrels I could, and then gotten into the exosuit of the power loader, and then basically walked that onto the cargo flatbed. So, like a couple of items, the cargo, the power loader, and then I would make sure the harpoon grappling gun is on here somewhere. Not necessarily that I put it in my inventory, but that's here.
Yeah, I put it in your inventory. You've got it.
So in that case, I would basically just set everything where it's good, and then I would just prep this thing at the edge, like where the door is, so we can just take off as soon as Davis gets here.
Is it a two-seater, or do I need to be basically holding on for dear life? Is what I'm asking.
But holding on. There's no seat.
Okay.
Like it's a flat piece of metal, and maybe has a 3 or 4 foot wall around the ends, and each side has a big open spot where you can get cargo on, and then there's a podium with controls. There's no chairs, no steering wheel. It's literally a glorified forklift.
Sounds good. So when I get there, is it possible for me to unwind the gun, the grapple gun, at all? Without discharging it?
Yeah.
I unwind it, tie me and Sham together, and tie us to the power loader.
Okay.
What about the cargo itself? About tying it down? Are we worried about it floating off into space when we get shot off?
No, we're not.
It would be like I would say like it would be like maybe it's magnets or something. It would be secure.
Just wanted to be sure because I want my money.
I know you do, which is why me and Cham didn't want to even grab this stuff.
It's a different franchise, but one of my favorite things in The Expanse is their spacesuits have magnets in the boots, and they click their heels together, and the magnets lock in, and that way they can walk without floating off into space. They can walk on the outside.
Tell me they Dorothy the suit?
All right.
The Expanse is an amazing show. You really should watch it.
After I tie us together, then, because we're talking through time right now. After we do this, I'm just gonna tell him to go.
That's why I'm here, dude.
He's here to stall us.
You're at 3 minutes now.
All right,
yeah, so we leave at that point. I have everything I need.
Hit the button, go into completely open comms. All right, folks, we've got a little bit of cargo loaded up. We've got a harpoon grappling gun. We've got ourselves a little exo.
We can do an inventory later. Just go.
I don't know what we're doing with. We're opening
before we do that, I should have
shirt on.
I do want to just to make sure, and this is on me, so I'll give you some extra time. But Davis, I need you to make a piloting roll. With a -2. So down there in the bottom left, hit that -2.
Because he's never piloted that before.
I'm not piloting the.
No, this is to set up the autopilot for the Montero.
Oh, okay. Piloting roll -2.
All right, go get Mom to help you put it on.
You're solid, dude. Solid. Nice. If you had failed that, it wouldn't have gotten far enough away, and it would have damaged the Cronus.
Ooh.
Nice.
360.
So yeah, you guys jump on Daisy, And as Cham is like hitting the gas to get it out of the bay, Davis he's unspooling. He unloads the grappling gun and unspools all the rope and like gets back to back with Cham and wraps it around their waist and then ties it to the rail. Or maybe he just does their wrist. I don't know. But you guys start making your way back. It's slow going, but you are moving. You're moving away from the Montero and back towards the Cronus.
Nice.
Bry and Wilson, are you still heading down to Vehicle Bay? Or
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, we're heading down there because we want to make sure it's clear for them to come in.
Okay, so you guys are you just going to take the stairway down?
I think so.
Okay.
Do you know a better way?
I mean, if you check your map, Wilson, you'll be able to tell.
I always forget we have a map. Not the attitude. Well,
It's rye. It's rye.
Well, you idiot.
So yeah, there's the stairwell that goes down, and then and there's the junction where you just climb down a service ladder. But
Yeah,
there's
that's
the stairwell that goes down, and when you get down to the stairwell, let me throw you guys onto that map.
where's.
There.
So
So
you
this-
get down to the
let's
bottom of that stairwell, and there's a hallway goes starboard and port, and you see storage closets again. But you're headed straight to the cargo bay, so you can continue to go down the stairs. Or actually, I think they may stop at this point.
I don't see the cargo bay on the.
Yeah, this
Oh, wait.
is the next
It's on
door
the bay
down.
we're on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, this is deck
I
C.
see.
You got a
So we have to
whole
go to the-
another deck that you have to get down to.
Yeah.
Oh, we've never seen that map. I don't have that stored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just stored it.
So you guys can.
I've seen this map, but I didn't store it when I originally saw
It's
it.
'cause I-
Yeah, there's no more.
Automatic
There's no more
stairs.
stairs going down. The stairwell ends here. So you're at this hallway, and you head towards the backside of the ship, and there's this this door opens. This airlock door opens, and there's a catwalk, like a steel grid catwalk over a big empty room. Like you're looking down. So if you guys are here, you're standing on this catwalk. You see there's the cargo office is over here on the port side. And there's bays on either side of the ship here, but you're looking down into the vehicle bay. There are ladders going down or these elevators on either side, but there
We don't have
are
time for an
ladders
elevator.
there that you can get down in the vehicle bay. But you look and the door is open.
Look, I don't
What do
think
you
we have
wanna
time for an elevator. I think we
Okay,
just use the
so-
ladder.
So Scott's where the doors open. We have left the Montero. The Montero. We're getting out.
Yeah, this is all happening in real time.
Okay.
But I'm just
like
asking, do
20
you want to go down into the vehicle bay, or are you going to stay up here and maybe go to this office?
I want to go to the vehicle bay.
Yeah, I'm going vehicle bay with them.
Yeah.
All right. So you climb down into the vehicle bay, and most of the vehicle complement of the Cronus is missing. There are only 2 ATVs aboard and no RTVs. Both ATVs are lying on their sides haphazardly. It's clear they weren't secured before takeoff. Looking up, you can see the catwalk overhead and a loading crane above on deck C. Deep shadows are cast everywhere. There are many places to hide. It's dusty from disuse and settled debris. The dispatch office, equipment shed, and parts storage are to the aft of the ship, and as I said, the door is going towards the. And actually, looking at this, the door is at the front of the Cronus, not the back.
Okay.
But you would know that. But as I said, the door's open, and as you climb down the ladder, like you hit comms and check in with Davis and Cham, and you suddenly there's a massive the whole ship is rocked by this huge explosion.
Oh yeah.
And it it maybe even knocks you off your feet a little bit. And you may you hold your breath for a couple of minutes, like, did they get away? And just as you're starting to maybe think about things,
I got the best line.
you see Daisy come pulling into view.
Nice.
Slowly, like making their way into and they pull into the vehicle bay of the Cronus. And if one of you are if you're manning the door, you can hit the button to close the door if you would like.
Close the door?
Yeah.
Yes.
After they come in.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
what I was like.
This
I can
is
see
Wilson's get back on Davis.
Davis is out there, but
Rest
so
in
is Cham and
space.
our stuff.
Or the predicament.
So we just float up to the door and start knocking, like ding 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 ding. Hey, let us in.
And I'm just like, don't hear anything.
Hey Scott, is there any way possible that you could save the deck D onto my character thing? Because it's not letting me.
Deck D?
Yeah, the Cronus deck D that you shared. It's not letting
Deck
me.
C should be.
Oh no, the vehicle bay is deck D.
I don't know if it's like turned off for us to save it or what, but like every time I grab the Scorpion to or the face hugger to put it down, it's not letting me.
Say, let me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Unidentified. Sorry, that's just it popped up unidentified for me.
Yeah, I'm randomly hitting buttons trying to see if there's something set to where. Try it again, Joel. I made a change, but see if it'll work now.
Oh, if you made a change.
Yeah, it's still not working. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll always share it with you.
Okay, that's cool.
Like when it's needed, and as a matter of fact, right now is when it's needed, because that is where you all are at for the first time in 3 weeks.
Sessions?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
You're all on the same map and same floor, and everybody's together. I got Davis, I got Tim, I got Ryan, you Wilson.
Wilson!
I thought
I'm
I'd drop Wilson.
sorry. Well,
It just can you share it to me again? It just disappeared off my screen. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, it's not letting me move it either. I can only see half the map. This is so awful.
So you might be connect fantasy grounds.
Yeah, you may be.
Did you forget to run the update?
No, I ran the update. Trust me, that's the first thing I
yeah,
do.
it's acting like if you scroll, use your scroll wheel, it moves it in and out, and that's what controls the map.
Okay, I'm able to see it now. If I scroll it all the way out, we're good. It's tiny,
Okay.
but yeah, I can see it.
Well, I mean, it's literally just a big open room, and then at the after the ship are there's an equipment shed, storage, and the dispatch office.
Got it.
So
All right,
yeah,
we're good.
you guys pull in and park, and there's a couple of ATVs like turned over on their sides, and you're looking up onto deck C. There's a catwalk above you with a crane. Hey, Jonathan. Yes, they did make a movie. Ask Kevin about it. He knows all about it. Since you guys are safely aboard, we've got about a 45-minute left. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break right here. You guys made it safely back on the Cronus. We're going to take a quick break, go to the bathroom, grab a drink. I think Davis needs more water. And we'll be back in just a second. Not a full couple minutes. Just real quick break. I just need to go to the bathroom. So we'll be back in just a minute. Stick around with us, and we'll see what happens next.
All right.
Pain ain't one. That's the way to do it. I don't always tell you, but when I do, I'll tell you what.
Oh, boy, right.
Chef boy, I'll tell you what. I'll take you to Flavor Town, I tell you what.
I think we have lost.
Yeah.
There goes that Goku kid again, charging his spirit bomb. Dale, you got my letter. I'm gonna go up there and give him a piece of my mind. I'm a real big. I can't ever find it. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh deck one. Where he
Yes.
goes, we only use mono red deck, like that thing. Like I don't.
Very niche crowd.
Yeah, very niche crowd.
I was always a red blue man back in the day.
If you're gonna shoot, I want Bobby Hill to pull the trigger. At least then I know it'd be clean. Okay. Reaches for the gun. Keep going. Oh boy, I'm ready. There he is.
Alright,
Let's
Mickey Mouse.
go. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. What a girl walks in with the itty bitty waist. Round thing in your face you get. Sprung. That's... Oh boy, Mickey sprung. I'm sorry.
That's now that's now on the internet forever.
Yep.
My anaconda don't.
Oh, we're live.
Yep. That's now on- Nice job.
Are we live? Oh boy. Oh, Toodles.
Yeah. The mystery mouse could cool as power.
Every time we pull out the motion tracker, we need. Oh, toodles!
I got you. Just tell me when you're pulling it out. This is the secret tool we could use later. It's me holding the shotgun.
Which item should I use?
Please refer any complaints or legal actions to Dylan. Here, best way I know to get in touch with him. There's his Twitch channel. You can track him down through that.
No, Davis did it too.
No, oh boy. Oh boy, Mickey's getting sued.
Mickey, are you
Between
saying your wife
this
is
and
crazy?
our alien fire team short, yeah, we're really taking our chances here.
Disney's joining the chat. What's he doing?
Here we go.
So, it's a me, Quasi.
There it is.
We went from Mickey Mouse to Mario. I knew it.
Throwback to the alien fire team.
Which one of us does the not Elmo, Mupp, Kermit? I do them on accident.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
Oh
Why
my
are there
gosh.
so many songs?
We have
Mountain Rainbow.
tension has
And what's
tension
on the
has disappeared.
other side?
Other side.
Other side.
Come on, Bryce, bring out the Carl Weezer. Do it. You know you want to.
Jimmy's mom.
Yeah,
All right, so as I said before going to break, quality stream got a sub from me.
You're welcome.
I knew that. Hey, we can do this all night long. We can this RPG business. This can be put on the shelf. We can sit and do this.
We're fighting aliens while speaking Disney characters. That
We already have Mickey. So who's Goofy? I need a
Gosh.
Pluto.
would be gorge.
Okay, I can give you. That was really good. I can
need
give
a
you
Donald Duck.
Stitch. I can give you Stitch. That's about it. He's more of a Mickey. Davis.
Oh,
is.
give us what's his name? King of the Hill? Is it?
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a god dang hot dog. Boy, let me tell you what. I'm about to break it down for you, son.
Do I look like I know what a xenomorph is?
Do I
Hey.
look like I know what a xenomorph is? I just want to get this cargo back to wherever we're going. I just made him spit.
Spit take. Spit take.
Well,
I can tell you this right now, though. If we see a xenomorph, I'm breaking out the stitches. Ohana means family, right?
Dylan hit a.
Break out the weapons, just Makarista.
I can't do the laugh. Break out the what? Blue punch buddy. Yeah.
oh boy, Mickey peed himself.
You
I gotta do the what?
gotta hit this with the Hank Hills. It's game over, man. Game over.
Do I look like it's game over, man? Game over.
Whoa! Border free.
Water.
Water free. No.
I'm okay.
Quit your grinning and drop your linen.
Oh, hang on. I gotta scroll up to see that quote again. Hold on, I got you. I can.
So wait, what do you mean someone said help? Read the chat.
Quit your grinning and drop your linen, boy.
What?
I'll tell you what. Oh, I wish I could do not a Dale, a Boomhauer. I can understand them. I can't do them. These dang old xenomorphs, you know, brother. And you're like, yeah, I just want to be able to do that so bad. Oh boy.
Let's get
Oh.
back to it.
Okay. Oh boy. I don't know if anybody clipped that or not, Jonathan. If you were able to clip any of that, or I don't know.
Big mess.
I may need Bryce to throw some editing at me.
I got you.
Clip it.
I'll get it to you later.
Clip it.
We ain't beating the dead horse enough, son. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I was gonna make it. Never mind, I can't make a joke. Never mind.
Nope.
Davis,
I
no.
know where you're going.
I know where you're going.
All right. So as I said before going to break, you guys are all in the same room for the first time in weeks. You're in this large open vehicle bay. Above you is the catwalk going across deck C. You see a crane moving that's meant to move cargo around. You know the office is to the office and storage areas are to the aft. What do you want to do? You've narrowly escaped certain death.
Well, first I'm untying me and Cham from each other and
Oh,
casually
don't do
joking to Ryan Wilson. Did you guys catch my 4th of July fireworks show out there? It's pretty nice. Don't you think?
It was the most expensive freaking 4th of July.
Well, blame Mom. She decided that she was going to go through menopause and didn't want to deal with us anymore.
I just look at the cargo. Y'all can only load 6 of the 72.
I didn't see you helping.
How
That's all
about we
got.
just dump the rest of it in space since everybody wants to complain about what we got?
If you want to die, then sure.
We still have a problem. This ship doesn't work yet.
Yeah, we know. But it's
So,
better than
let's
exploding
quit
in the
arguing
blaze of
and
glory.
get back.
Now we have no choice but to get it fixed. So I
Let's
guess
quit
we
arguing
should
and get back to it.
get to it.
All right. Is there any? I'm assuming I completely broke the grapple gun when I spoiled it. Spooled
No,
it. Okay.
no, you can spool it back up.
Okay, I spool it back up and I guess hand it to Rye because I mean, metagaming reasons, I'm almost at full encumbrance.
I'm almost at full encumbrance.
If there's one thing I don't worry about, and this is across all of my games, I don't worry about encumbrance.
Oh, and in that case, I keep the gun.
Oh, so we can bring. Never mind. We can bring your mama with us.
Yeah.
I don't worry. I assume that your character is going to eat, and I assume like I can't be bothered to worry about encumbrance.
Sounds good.
And if there's any game that should be a problem, it's this one. But I don't worry about it.
Right.
Can't be bothered.
But at the moment, Cham has the grappling gun.
Yeah, Cham can have it. I can let him keep it.
Thanks.
So what do you guys want to do? Are you going to just head back up? Are you going to go back to work on Ava? Are you going to go back to work on the pilot deck? Do you want to explore some of these lower decks of the ship while you have some time on your own? What do you want to do?
I don't think we have any time. I think we need to go get this ship working because we still don't know what's going on the ship.
I'll say the vehicle parts storage, that's for the Cronus, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to go down to the vehicle part storage and search down there. Since we have to fix the
Spare parts.
Yeah, there could be some spare parts that you can use.
Yep.
The pilot station already offers its own spare parts. We would need it for the sensor array.
Yeah. I'm looking for anything and everything at this point.
I mean, this would be more the vehicles that are stored in the vehicle bay, like ATVs and the RTVs that are missing. This is more like wheels and, you know, things that are for the ATVs that would be down here.
So what about the
Not
equipment
anything
shed?
about the Cronus so much. For all intents and purposes, this is a garage. This is where they stored their vehicles and maintained them. Now there is this office down here. If you want to go in there and look around, but I don't know what you may like. It's up to you guys. Well, that's why I'm asking. But the vehicle parts are like vehicle parts, not Cronus parts.
Oh, okay.
But like
Gotcha.
actual just parts for the vehicles.
Yeah, parts for the ATVs and you know, stuff like that.
Got
All
it.
right, so would the dispatch office be any help towards the stations? Since it's the dispatch office, I assume there's tables and stuff in there.
Yeah, there's a desk in there and a computer.
Oh, nice.
Is the computer working?
I'd have to go see.
Well, it's 76 years old,
So it needs an update.
and the last, like if you move the mouse and it opens up, there's a Steam playtest invite from Bryce. And so the computer is completely trashed and can't be is of no use.
They must have clicked on it.
Spin it. There's an email account for Guildmaster Scott threatening him? What?
This says it's in Russia. Who is Bryce?
We're in space.
even in space, you can't outrun fishing scams.
I want to go fishing. Fishing sounds fun.
Let's go pigeon.
So I don't think we ever really finalized. Did you shut the door?
I thought we did.
I
When
thought,
we
Yeah.
I thought they did when we came in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought Wilson did. Wilson said he
Okay.
shut the door
I
after
just
we
wanted
came in.
to, and
We
see
can
now
sit
with that, if you did shut the door, now you can pressurize the area, and it won't be in 0G anymore.
Actually, that would be very helpful. Jumping up to the next deck.
Yeah, I say we go ahead and close it and pressurize everything.
I'll ruin my fun. Space trampoline.
Yeah.
I know we got our nice little family reunion here, but we just left our captain with a different group. So we should probably start heading back up to the bridge.
One of which has a gun.
The Marine.
Hey, well, you're
No,
assuming
Miller
Miller
has
has
one too.
the service pistol from the Montero. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
you didn't
it.
see it in the storage locker, so you're assuming she brought it.
Yeah.
So I think right now priority number one is to get back to the bridge and get this ship up and running.
Agreed. Want to take the elevator?
But can. I don't really.
Also, are there any bodies just around here? Because you said we haven't seen any up deck. Oh, yeah.
No bodies.
You can climb back up the ladder. I will tell you one of the aft. All right. Well, do you go up to one of the elevators and what do you want to do with the elevator?
I kind of want to just.
Or do you want to climb up a ladder? What do you want to do?
I don't know. We haven't used elevators thus far.
I don't think we should use the elevators, honestly.
No, I don't like confined spaces.
So we don't know if they're fully operational and they could get stuck.
We can separate again. 2 in the elevator and 2 on the stairs.
Oh boy!
You could go. Hey, 2 of you could take the aft elevator or the port elevator, and 2 of you could take the starboard elevator and just see what happens. Let's just go ahead and split the party again.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, I say we use this. I say we use the ladder.
I say we all climb up the same direction and stay together.
When the DM is like, you can split the party, you probably shouldn't split the party.
All right, yeah, let's just use the ladder, climb up back to the deck, B or A. I think it's B.
Yeah, C.
C, then B.
You make your way back up to C. You are on the catwalk. Let me move you all. I need Cham. Where's my Cham at? There he is. So you should all be seeing that map now. You're on this, like I said, this is an open catwalk looking down. Like those green areas on that map are looking down into the vehicle bay. You know that there's an office space on the port side. You know that there are 2 cargo bays. And you know that to the aft of the ship there are the coolant tanks and the reactor relays. And you also know there's storage at the front of the ship that you haven't explored. None of this is all new areas. You haven't made your way down here yet.
I don't know. I still think we need to go check into the...
I say we continue to fix the pilot station. That way we can at least start moving. Then we can start exploring.
Yeah.
I will suggest instead of just leaving them out there whenever we can. So whenever we have the time to fix Ava, we drag her towards the just into the hole with the rest of everybody. That way everyone's together.
I mean, yeah, you could grab her and take her to the bridge.
That's what I mean.
I mean, yeah, that's totally doable. So you're just going to hit the stairwell and climb back up?
Yeah. We'll explore after we can at least get the ship moving.
Okay, so you...
Have we gone into the cargo office at all?
Nope.
Could I...
Where is the cargo office?
It's right next to the stairwell that we just climbed up.
Oh yeah, if we're right next to the stairwell, we can stop in there. I would not be opposed to that.
Yeah, I'd like to stop in there, see if there's like any parts or anything like that, because we need to get the pilot station working if we want this ship to start working.
All the parts already up there for the pilot station. We're cannibalizing the other pilot station. That you guys have already...
Right, are you going in anyway?
Yeah, I'm going in anyway.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you. I kind of want to know what's in there anyway, but...
There's a control unit in there for the crane that is overhead and is meant to, like, there's a crane that goes across and, like, those 2 big open areas. They can move those the ATVs around and everything. Like, you could grab Daisy and move her to another area if you wanted to, but there's really nothing other than it's just a control deck for the crane.
Okay.
Now, what they may have in the cargo bays, you don't know, but that's what's in the office there.
Gotcha. Okay. And there's nothing like no surveillance or anything for me to see in the cargo bay from the cargo office.
The doors to the cargo bays are closed. You can open them if you want to go in. If you want to go in and check them out, but there's actually no. I'm sorry, they're not closed. The doors to the cargo bays are open, but they are dark. The lights are even though you've powered the ship back up and there's lights, the lights in the cargo bays are shut down and dark.
Okay. All right, well, what's the call, gentlemen? Do we need to go back? Go ahead and just book it straight for the captain station, or
Yeah, I feel
y'all
like
wanna venture a little bit?
I guess we could stop by, get Ava, and then go back to the bridge.
Yeah, we need to put her on the bridge anyway. That way we
try-
know where
yeah, we
everybody
need to try
is.
and get Ava
Alright.
back up and running. I agree.
Pilot station, then Ava, preferably.
Ava's on the way to the pilot station.
Well, I'd tell y'all what, y'all
Fixing her.
if y'all want to head back, y'all head back. Let me take care of Ava since I was working on her first, and I like know what to do. Let me go get Ava. Y'all head back, and I'll take care of her and drag her back.
Why don't we just
Copy
drag her
that.
back so you can work on her in the room with everybody?
Bridge office.
I
Well-
figured y'all were worried about Miller, but okay, either or is fine.
As I say, we all bring Ava with us. If you want to work on Ava, he can finish working on the pilot station.
Sounds good.
I don't
That way
want.
we're all in the same room.
Yeah, I don't want one
Oh,
person out here by themselves.
Well, there's another step here I just thought of.
Oh, it's gonna take longer if he does it by
Now,
himself.
I'm thinking if we let him go fix Ava, maybe he can start asking questions without the crew there. Because if we fix Ava and start asking questions with the crew there, maybe Ava, maybe they hold stuff back.
Then, and Wilson, you're probably the one who wants the most information anyway. You want to go with him? Because I don't want one person alone anyway.
Yeah, me and
Just to keep in mind as well, if worse comes to worse, we are outgunned. I mean, we have the advantage in the weaponry. They only have the military person with what,
Oh.
2 shots?
Well, that we know of.
A clip.
This is not our ship. They could have stuff prepped and we don't know about it.
If that's the case, though, who currently has the weapon out of the two of you again?
he does, champ.
All right, I hand you the incinerator unit, Wilson.
Okay, cool. I'll take it. Thank you.
You have the flamethrower.
Thank you.
No problem.
If me and Champ can go back with Ava,
Try.
fix what?
You and Rye.
Quasi.
Oh, sorry, Rye. Yeah, me and Rye can go back to fix Ava, and then everyone else can go back to the bridge.
Yeah. Let's get this let's get this ship up and running.
All right.
'Cause right now we're kind of
Like a
dead. in the
plan,
water.
everybody.
We need some more options.
Real quick before we move, I want to do a scan.
Real quick before you move, I want everybody to do an air supply.
Okay.
Cham, before you do yours, I'm going to say
I should be at
You're-
3.
Where's the air
you're
supply again?
5.
It's
Main.
consumables air, right?
It always.
Yeah.
Every time we reload into the game, it sets it back 5.
I have 5 because I'm in a new suit. Well, an old suit, but it's a new suit.
I don't
Unless I
see it.
got one charge,
Oh,
I
air.
should be at 3.
Hmm.
That's weird.
How do I roll it?
Why did all
Just
why did-
double click in the air under consumables, but yeah, it's weird that it's resetting every time you're.
All right, I'm positive.
Uh,
I'm
If I
good.
get one charge off of how long my helmet was plugged in, then I'm at 4. If I don't, I'm still at 3.
You had your helmet plugged in for all of 2 minutes.
I would say you were at 4. Did you roll?
I haven't rolled yet just because it says 5, but I can roll it now. We can math.
Yeah, just. Or well, I rolled it.
There you go. Now it's at 4.
Oh well, now you're at 4, so now you roll it.
Okay,
I'm gonna
here we go.
say the recharge you did got you to 4,
Nice.
and you stay at 4.
Huge.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, if you're gonna hit the motion tracker, let me. Wilson has the motion tracker.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And I got you. Oh, turtles!
Oh, turtles!
All right, there, Wilson. You pull out the motion tracker. Go ahead and I don't remember.
We lost 1 charge for sure. I know that much.
Yeah.
1 charge for sure, so it should be it. If it's out of 5, it'd be at 4. I don't remember if it's its own separate thing.
No, it is its own. Oh, it's at 5 when fully charged.
So it's definitely down to 4 because I had to roll one time and lost a charge.
Okay. So there's not a thing like with you just did with the air supply. So
Yeah.
just drag a D6 up into the chat box and roll it. And if it's a anything other than a 1, you're okay.
Hey,
Woo!
it gains a charge there.
No, that's not how this works.
Blow into the cartridge.
Yeah. It really likes the Mickey Mouse voice.
All right, so you guys get up to the top of the ladder, and Wilson pulls out the motion tracker and checks it. And you see a hit. Here. I don't know. You may have to zoom out on the map.
Yeah.
Like
see
down to the aft of the ship, like around the med bay and sign.
Oof. That's not that far away.
Nope.
All right. Hey guys, and I show them. I'm gonna show them the scan. Do you see this? It's by something. It's by Science Lab 2.
There's something in here. We new plan this, and we need to get Ava to the bridge, and everyone be in the bridge, and we lock the door.
Everyone go to the. Should we go to the bridge and make sure everyone's in there, and make sure it's not just one of the crew members that left?
We know for a fact that they wouldn't have left.
Why?
Like,
Well, we can find out if somebody left if we go there.
yeah.
So
We don't know for sure because they're not our crew. They don't have to listen to what we say.
True.
It's true.
We could also just call the Wilson lady.
All right, let's go. Everyone just go straight to the. Everyone just go straight to the.
All right,
Bridge.
I'll hold the corner looking. I'll hold the corner looking down towards the living area and have y'all go in front of me.
yeah, I'll go grab Ava.
Okay. And I'm gonna run straight to the bridge and start getting a head count. Seeing it, I'm gonna start
Okay.
asking, did anyone leave? Has anyone left?
Okay, so yeah, Wilson runs up to the bridge and knocks on the door, and Reed opens the door and lets you in. And everybody that was in there when you left is in there. Miller is still fumbling away on the pilot's deck, probably causing more damage than she's fixing.
right. Wilson is not going to
Johns
say
and
anything.
Clayton are up in the command station, and Flynn is just kind of milling about. Maybe he's over here trying to help Miller as best he can, but he has even less idea what he's doing than Miller does.
Wilson is going to walk back outside the door and find. Wait, did everyone else follow in behind me?
I'm staying until everybody's ahead. I'm at that corner where my character's at.
Because I want to try. I'm going to try and meet somebody outside the door and be like, everyone's in there.
You have open comms. You can
Okay.
You can communicate.
I'm gonna
with
like
each
be
other.
like, hey, everybody. So just so we know, everyone is accounted for in here.
Sounds good.
which means everyone get your asses in here. Sorry, language, but everyone get your butts in here.
Nice job.
I am going to
Tense.
say copy that. I'll be the last one through the door to make sure they have protection. I'm going to try something real quick as well, see if this helps us at all. And then I contact this ship's mother if possible.
What do you mean try something? Do not try anything. Just get back to the bridge.
I'm not
immediately.
listening to you. I'm not listening to you. At this point, I'm not even on comms with you anymore. I just kind of like, I say I'm going to try something and I stop. I cut comms. I go, I kind of, and then I contact the ship's mother.
Okay.
Do you have music playing abilities by any chance?
Of course.
Could you play music, as loud rock music as possible in Science Lab 1 and only Science Lab 1?
Of course.
Do
Yeah, I go.
looking out my back door.
Make sure it is the goofy goober version of the SpongeBob Rock. That's
I want to rock.
I want to rock. Thank you very much. And I end comms. I go. All right, I might have just bought us time. Everyone, start moving. I'm back on comms.
The bridge.
And I guess it's up to everyone else. Let me know when they're the last, when everybody has gone up to the bridge, because I am currently holding this corner, making sure nothing's coming up this hallway.
All right, so yeah, Rye, you're going to you're going to head over here and grab Ava.
Yeah.
She's still there. Like I said, you pocketed her control disc.
Mhm.
So no, she hasn't moved since you left her. So you just grab her and throw her over your shoulder and start making your way towards the bridge. Cham, what are you up to while all this?
I'm gonna watch as Rye rounds the corner with Ava, heads to the bridge. So I'm gonna walk over and tap Davis on the shoulder, like we're all clear.
All right, and I'll back up, following you guys. And I'm gonna give you the, this. And then I'll back up, back to back with Cham right now, so I don't lose them.
We'll go up this way.
All right. So you guys all make your way back up to the bridge. Reed opens the door, and you see Wilson standing there. Well, actually, Wilson said he came back outside, so you round the corner, and Wilson is standing there waiting on you.
Yep.
And Reed lets you all in, and you're back into the bridge, and Reed shuts the door. Relatively safe, or at least you feel like you are. What is the plan now that you're here? Are you going to focus on the pilot deck? Are you going to focus on Ava? Are you going to focus on the sensory
Let's focus
array?
on the
What is it you want
pilot
to do?
deck, right?
I'm gonna go straight to the pilot deck, the pilot station.
And as I'm walking in with Ava, I put her down in the corner, and I look up and I see Miller working on it, and I'm screaming. I'm like, "What is Miller doing on the station?"
And I immediately say, "Shut up! No noise, quiet as possible." I have whatever that was. I might have just distracted it with music, but we don't know how sensitive its ears are. No screaming.
We don't even know what it is. It could just be like a bug.
Like a bug that lived in space for 76 years.
I've heard of worse.
I'm confused. I don't know where we're at. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know where we're at.
That's 100% fine. I didn't mean to snap, but don't yell. High whisper, that's it. Whoever has a weapon, train it on that door. We don't know what that was.
Everyone you know is alive is in this room with you now.
Yeah, I go, this is everybody.
That's what Davis is trying to get across, is that as far as you know, any human that's on the Cronus is in this room with you.
Right.
Whatever
but the door's
that
closed.
was moving down at the aft of the ship is something that you don't know what it is.
Right, I get that, but the door's closed, right? And when the door was
Yes.
closed last time, you said it was hard for us to project a voice through the door.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I am acting the way that I am. Because one, I don't like Miller.
Okay.
Two,
Go.
she's working on the station that I'm supposed to be working on, and she's messing stuff up. So I'm pissed.
Get out.
Rye is pissed.
Fair.
Because any work that we did, she's essentially voiding that work. Because we did work on it before I left to find Ava. So she's pretty much.
Let me get my old my Star Wars chance cubes out.
So I think I have every right
No.
to be
Fair.
a little vocal.
Fair.
And it dawned on me that to prevent the 2 red and 2 blue situation, you should just roll 3, Scott. So I'm just gonna roll 3 here.
Okay.
Yes, Davis is definitely, just like you walk over and look, she has definitely set the
Miller
project back. Like she's
Yeah.
done more damage than she's done good.
Miller.
Who put her on this task?
Wilson, probably, and you left the pilot station. Nobody told you to do that. Nobody told anybody to leave. It
You're
is
not one.
everyone's
You're
fault.
not one. Hey, you're not one to talk about following orders.
Why do you? Okay, I've never had to follow your orders. It's her orders. I follow
You
her
haven't
command.
followed anybody's orders, so you
I
need to
followed
shut.
her-
You need to shut up and you need to look at that door. That's all you need to do.
I have followed her
I'm done
orders.
talking to
pointing
you,
at Miller.
and he walks away.
Give him the finger away.
Yeah, he's over you. He's over you. Not you getting to do your own thing and then tell everyone else what to do.
You're dismissed.
Shamble, like, I was like heading to the pilot station to try to like get back to work. I'm like, turn around to the whole room. Hey, we're all locked in this tiny room with 2 crews that don't know each other. Let's not bite each other's heads off just yet. Calm down. Control the room. Let's just get back to work. Get this ship
Yeah,
fixed.
and Johns, the captain of the Cronus, Johns, will, like, he turns and he's like, stop! Stop! This is not getting us anywhere. We have to get the ship running and get it moving. This whole thing that you guys have going, this is not helping. Like, he's just like irate.
Yeah.
He's screaming at you.
Says the person who lost this fucking card, and I throw it across the room to him. There you go, by the way. I forgot to give this to you.
And he catches it and he puts it in his pocket. You shouldn't have had that to begin with.
Guess what?
And
I found
and
it.
you see him like he's itching, like he's through his suit, he's scratching his arm. And
Oh,
but
no.
yeah, he's just like, he's very temperamental. He's screaming. He's just like he's furious.
I'm gonna walk over
And
to him.
he's habitually scratching.
I'm gonna walk over to him and kind of give him like just kind of like the motion of like kind of like bring it down, like, sir, it's okay. We're just a little on edge. We just lost our ship. No need to explode.
And
Arguing?
if we lose
Good
this
time.
ship, we all die.
We
And
are
you four are too busy fighting amongst yourselves to even worry about what's happening.
well, let's leave it all in the past. 5 minutes ago, leave it all in the past. Let's all calm down. I'm gonna start working on this pilot station. If you guys know anyone, any of you on your crew could help us, maybe start working on the sentry station. We need to start getting things fixed. And I'm gonna go work on the pilot station.
All right. Cham goes back to work. He shoos Miller away and starts repairing the damage that she has caused. Rye, what are your plans? Are you going to work on the pilot station, or are you going to start back on Ava?
I'm gonna go ahead and start back on Ava.
Okay. Now, I will say, like, keep in mind, you've already rolled on both of these activities, and you've already succeeded. You know you're going to fix the pilot station. You know you're going to fix Ava. It's just a matter of time. Davis,
What?
what are you Pilot Davis, what are you doing?
I don't know if Dylan's gonna regret this or Pilot Davis is gonna regret this, but he does walk over to Wilson and goes, "Look, we have our differences, but there is something we need to talk about. I have to ask you a question about your protocols.
What?
Maybe not near shot of," and I kind of other people if possible.
All right, we'll walk to kind of the corner of the room, kind of isolate ourselves a little bit.
I know you are a rule follower, which is why you and me don't necessarily get along, and I am okay with that for the time being. But if you found out that somebody of your cloth, I kind of like pointed at Waylon. I don't know how to say the name. Vitani, I don't know. Just,
Waylon Yutani.
Yutani, I go,
Y-U-N-T-I.
Yutani. Yeah. I like kind of point to that little symbol, go, of your cloth is breaking the rules. Is it necessary for us to air that out at all?
That's warranted enough for like a court-martial, right? Scott?
Well, I mean, Waylon Yutani is not military. They're a company. They're a
Or
corporation.
private company?
Yeah, they are Sony or Apple or
Okay.
Microsoft.
But like that's a
you
big
know.
thing, right? For her not to follow. Okay.
Well, I mean, how many? I mean, you think Steve Jobs spent all of his time sober?
Yeah.
Like she's a corporate rep. Like I don't know, maybe Wilson's got some indiscretions in his past, but like what he's talking about is drug use, and like I don't know that the company would necessarily like throw her out as long as it didn't affect her job.
Yeah.
She didn't get to that position by being stupid. And neither did you.
Yeah.
But this isn't Waylon Yutani is not a military. They have military contracts.
Yeah.
They're connected to the Colonial Marines because they provide weapons and tech. But they are not a military corporation. They are a company that makes, tech and ships and Wayland, the owner of Waylon Yutani, Wayland is obsessed with exploration. This is his whole thing is, here again, you'd seen the movies, you'd know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's why he keeps sending these ships out. This is kind of his personal obsession.
Okay.
But no, there's no like military rules or anything. Like that's.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him as long as it's not affecting the mission, there's nothing we can do about it. There's no reason to cause any.
And you don't. And I mean, to be fair, you're not 100%. You don't have solid proof that that's her drugs.
Oh, that's true. And I'm probably not going to bring it up just yet. But like I've noticed two things so far. And after you're talking about that, it goes, which is I'm asking, all right, the reason I'm asking is, and I've never told anyone this, but my mother was a junkie, which is why I'm not very good with, authority. But
yeah,
the captain, that itch, that's kind of junkie behavior. I have a feeling he's off a high. He's been weird about it, and I don't know if them two maybe were involved in it together or what, because they're buddy, but like I want to keep an eye on them, especially the captain right now. I don't know if we can trust them completely. I know you and her are like the same, but like before sharing secrets happens, I don't
trust him either.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I'm not a corporate. You are, she is. Roughnecks stick together, pilots stick together, corporates stick together. I just wanted to, at the end of the day, I don't like you, but I don't want you to die.
Well, I don't want any of our crew to die either, and
we don't like each other. What I'm saying is we can bicker and we can fight. I just want to make sure you and I know we're cool. We both got hard-headed there in a little bit.
Listen.
I'm not.
My concern right now is we have an agenda, which is to get everything back safely and get whatever cargo we save back. We don't know what their agenda is,
True.
and the only things they care about is their crew.
I know. What I'm saying is, I'm not trying to get attached to anybody other than our crew. I just think maybe you should watch your back for that too.
Well, thank you, Davis.
No problem. And I am sorry for how much grief I've caused you. 9 times out of 10, I'm just joking. But we were about to shoot each other a couple times, and I realized that.
And you're the one with the gun.
Well, yeah, but I gave you the incinerator. That's right, and I gave you the incinerator, which shows I trust you not to burn me down.
Wesley goes, there's still plenty of time. Jokingly, but
Good. Now, I don't think this
it's
is
a
going to spark.
lighthearted way.
I was like, I don't think this is going to spark a friendship in any way, unless it does. But I just want to make sure I don't hate you. I just don't like you right now. I'm not mad.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed. Okay.
Not mad, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
From the pilot station, can I see is the
I take my
office-
mask off and start making out with. No.
Yeah, we can start kissing.
God, God,
Time for kiss!
From enemies to lovers, right?
was the officer or the captain that was yelling at us a second ago?
The
It was
captain.
The
officer.
John's.
John's. Okay, so
Yeah, on
from-
the map it says officer, but he's the captain of the Cronus.
Oh, okay.
Johns, yeah.
Can I see from the pilot station? I'm like kind of like while I'm working on stuff, I'm like glancing. Can I see? Is he still like scratching? All right.
And he even like he's not just short with you guys. He's short with Clayton, the corporate rep. Like anybody that tries to talk to him, he's losing his temper with. It's just like he's at the end of his rope.
I'll kind
He's
of like
very aggressive when he wasn't earlier.
I'll point out to like kind of the other side of the room. Don't remember you're Flynn medic. Can you take
Yeah.
a couple seconds? Can we check on our friend here? Make sure he's okay.
Sure. What are you thinking? What? I mean, he took his inoculation. What are you thinking is going on?
Doing a lot
He's
of
just
scratching.
frustrated.
I understand that, but he's doing a little bit of scratching, and I've learned in the last couple of hours, anything that's not of the norm should probably be checked out.
Okay, yeah, I'll go see if he'll let me examine him. I'll talk to him.
I hope this works out, because if not, I'm going to offer him drugs.
Nice.
Wilson's gonna kind of look over and see what you're doing and walk over to you and be like, "What are you thinking?"
Oh, to Jam?
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what I'm thinking, but
Right. Davis thinks it's drug related.
could be. My other thought that popped into my head is before we got here, remember the crew kind of went crazy and attacked each other?
Yeah.
Just get kind of frustrated and angry. Don't think this is that, but better safe than sorry.
He's not armed, is he?
I wouldn't know. I assume not, because he was in cryo and just got here.
All right. Well, let's. just
And
keep an eye
that
on him.
is where we're going to end it for the night.
Starting to get a little zesty.
Let's run through these questions real quick. I'm not going to
Yeah.
forget them again.
Oh yeah.
Get your character sheet open, and there on the main page down at the bottom, you'll see experience points. If you say yes to this question, give yourself an XP. Did you participate in the game session? All
Yes.
4 of you did. So yes. Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda?
I definitely did.
Davis did. Anybody else? You don't have to publicly state it, but I don't know that anybody else did. Did you risk your life for your buddy?
Yeah.
2 of us did. Technically,
Okay.
we spacewalk.
Did
Are
you
y'all buddies?
challenge or stand up to your rival?
My rival's Wilson. I don't know if that little
We
argument
kind
we
of
had.
did.
I challenged Miller when we walked in.
Yeah, you did.
Right?
yell at
Yeah,
Miller.
I definitely did. I don't know that any of the rest of you did.
I didn't challenge Wilson. I willfully ignored him, and me and him had a screaming match, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't think that counts.
Y'all about made out.
Hey,
Yeah,
whoa.
you took off your helmet and tried to kiss him. Did you make a panic roll? And I know one of you did.
Cham did.
Jam, yeah. So you get a point for that. Did you overcome a dangerous event using violent or non-violent means? All 4 of you did, definitely. Did you make a significant discovery or revelation? Not so much. Not
Seeing
in this one.
seeing the thing on the tracker. I'm just.
We didn't know. We don't know what it is. We didn't discover it.
Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? I'm going to say Cham and Davis did.
Yep.
Yeah, successfully
And-
with that roll. Oh, I was worried about that.
Yeah. Did you earn any money? No. So
Would Davis technically get 2 for that, or is it just 1 cut and dry?
One per question.
Just
No matter how
one.
many times you do it. Okay.
However, Davis, go ahead and pilot Davis. Dylan, go ahead and give yourself an extra one for the playing loud music in the science lab.
Nice.
Heck yeah, that's probably a good
Which
idea
means
then.
you bought us time.
And we will spend those at the top of the next session because you definitely all have at least enough to buy 1 more skill.
Yeah, I have 8.
So yeah, we'll deal with spending those at the top of the next session instead of doing it now. Or do you want to do it now?
We can do it next
We can
session.
do it now. We can do it now or
It's
next
up to you
session. Don't
guys.
matter to
I
me.
am good for either one.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, either or.
We'll do it at the top of next session. That'll be a good way to kind of bring the session in. So yeah, that has been our game this evening with Alien, the role-playing game with meets the 4 Stooges, and they survived. I honestly didn't know what was going to happen. I told Dylan and Davis before, Bryce and Joel, before you got on the call, I told them, like, this whole thing depends on what you do and how you react. I gave you more time to plan than I should have and than I meant to, but I'm okay with how things played
But we're
out.
just so good that you couldn't help.
Yeah.
Well, and it came down to the roll. That roll, like, you rolled 3 6s on that piloting roll,
Yes, I did.
and it was at a -2.
Yes.
So, yeah, that kind of made up for the time that I allowed you. So, so yeah, that has been us this evening. Here again, I am Guildmaster Scott. I run things over at the Random Encounters Guild. You can join us there if you want to try to play some cool games with some cool people. We've got some games coming up that are I have personally kickstarted a really cool looking sci-fi solar punk game that looks really awesome. I'm really excited for it to come through. Of course, that won't be till later in the year, but we're always pulling up new games on drive-through and finding new cool games to try out. And also, our YouTube channel is there. This will be uploaded to YouTube with all the singing and the Broadway show, the whole bit. All of this will be on YouTube tomorrow morning, and hopefully Bryce will get me some shorts that I can post. And
I got you.
I still have a bunch of Alien Fireteam shorts that I never posted.
I watched a couple of those the other day. There's some good ones left.
I watched them.
I
I
need
watched
to
the
do
ones you
that. I
have on
think about it from
Buddies
time to
today.
time. I need to go through those and find some and post
There's
them. But
3 left that or 3 or 4 that we didn't post
The
yet.
ones you
Yeah.
posted on Band of Buddies were really good.
Yeah, so that's me. I am Scott. I do things here, and I do things over on Dark Horse Trucking. I play the American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator over there. You can follow me over there if you would like. Quasi.
Yep. Government name Joel, as you can see below, but Quasi_MS on Twitch and on TikTok. If you love sports content, we primarily stream MLB The Show 25 over on Twitch and on TikTok as well. But if you love sports content, feel free to come over, check out the channel. Love chatting with everybody. The streams are sporadic, but it's what I love doing, and I'm having fun playing this on Sundays with the boys.
Hey,
Yeah.
you say they're sporadic, but you've been streaming a lot this last couple of weeks.
Well, I was
like
off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, so I had an opportunity to
Okay.
stream a whole lot. But every other week, it's very sporadic because my weeks with my oldest daughter and everything like that. So
I kept seeing notifications saying that Quasi was live, and it's like, what is he doing?
I'm really trying to grind and put the
1:30 in
content
the
out there.
morning.
Everything's blowing up really quick, really sudden. So I'm trying to please the people. So yeah.
Yeah. Bryce.
Yep. I'm Bryce. Band of Buddies on YouTube. We've got a couple different videos that are coming out soon. We recently started playing. There's a game called Repo that came out recently.
Yeah.
It is a ton of fun. So we'll have a bunch of clips from that coming out soon. Other than that, that's about it.
Davis.
Yeah. Yeah, we just recorded Repo, like he said, for Band of Buddies. We should be editing that soon. By we, I mean Bryce. Should be he's our editor. I'm gonna get a software and start editing. Dylan does sometimes. He edited our last video, I think, actually.
Yeah, I did.
And so we just have a bunch of fun. It's family friendly content. We're playing. We actually had we had some people with us as well that we were playing with. So there's about 5 of us in the new video we'll be posting. It was a lot of fun. There's a lot of good clips in it. But yeah, that's about it.
And Dylan.
Yep, Dylan, the streamer that never streams because he keeps falling asleep beforehand. I was gonna stream I think Saturday, but we ended up recording instead, which ended up working out because on Band of Buddies, you will see me have a D1 crash out moment, which it does not happen often. I was frustrated. I thought I was Snow White. That's why I'm just gonna leave it there.
Actually, they thought you were Snow White.
Yeah, they thought I was Snow White. I was getting frustrated and yelled a lot.
Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for joining me and playing this crazy game. As always, I hope you're having fun with it. I hope I'm giving you at least some kind of an intense, entertaining ride. But this week here on the channel, tomorrow night, there's no Simba Room tomorrow night. It's our off week for Simba Room. But Wednesday night, we will be back with Blade 68. We missed this past Wednesday due to tornado activity here in our local area. We were going to stream. Everything was set up, and I didn't know if we were going to lose power or if my house was still going to be here or not. So we kind of pulled the plug at the last minute Wednesday night and didn't play Blade. So this Wednesday night we'll be back with more Blade 68, and then after that it'll be a week from tonight with more Alien, unless there's a conflict. So thank you for hanging out and joining me, and everybody in chat, thank you for hanging out with us, and we will see you next week. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.